Quercus palustris is pin oak. Pin oak is another large oak up to 100 feet tall. The form on the pin oak is actually one of the best identification features. The pin oak has a central leader that goes up into the plant even after the plant's very mature. Some mini trees will start out with this kind of pyramidal shape, but then become multiple branched, and a broader crown as they age. The pin oak keeps this shape. It keeps a central leader even after it's quite a large tree. The top branches generally ascend. The central branches go horizontal, and then the lower branches head downward. So it's a very, very distinctive shape to the form of the tree. The leaf, as though this is in the red oak group, so the leaf has pointed teeth at the ends of the lobes, and at each one of these ends of these teeth is a hairy bristle like the red oaks do. The sinuses are fairly wide, and the lobes are fairly narrow. We'll have some other oaks that have a leaf very similar to this, but with a little bit broader lobe. So the pin oak keeps this sort of narrow quality to the lobes. The fall color is kind of a red-orange to a red, can end up being kind of a deep sort of wine red. The soil is critical on whether or not you can have success with a pin oak. Some of the soils in central Oklahoma are a little bit alkaline, and the pin oak really doesn't tolerate an alkaline soil. You need to have a sort of a neutral to an acidic soil to be able to have success with the pin oak. In an alkaline soil, iron is not as available. There may be iron in the soil, but the alkaline pH ties up the iron. So the symptoms you will see on a pin oak is in the newer leaves you'll see a lot of yellowing in between the veins, which just means there's an iron deficiency, and it cuts down on the overall, the ornamental value, but also it cuts down on the health of the tree. As with our other oaks, you have the clustering of buds at the end of the stem. The stem can be kind of green to a reddish brown when it's new, and smooth for quite a few years. Then when it matures into bark, you have this dark gray furrowed bark. It's a very durable plant. The main problem with this plant is really getting it planted in the place where it's most adapted to the soil. The flowers very similar to the other oaks, the male catkins and the female flowers on the stem, maturing or developing into acorns, which are kind of a brown and black sort of stripe or striation on the acorn with a smooth cap. You have, like the other oaks, you have a simple alternate leaf arrangement. This is where the buds have been clustered, and then it's further up the stem, it's an alternate leaf arrangement.